Hello everyone, welcome to another video on how to make millions of credits. This video is going to be on how to make millions of credits patch 4.5, so it's another installment on my series on things that you can buy low on the GTN and sell high later. So these are some of the better deals that are coming out on the GTN right now. You should be looking for them if you're playing on the Harbinger server or on your own respective servers. And if you find these deals, you should buy them up and then sell them in a few months and you'll be making tons of credits. So let's get into it. The first one is going to be the items coming out of the Revenge Cartel pack. Right off the bat, as you guys can see, the Scorched Chem Lizard is going for super cheap. I picked them up if they're under 60,000 credits. I know that they're going to drop low, so that's going to be great. These are going to be, right now, this first set is going to be items from the Revenge packs, and let me tell you, like, a lot of people bought these packs, so the prices have dropped super low. So I'm getting the Wasteland Raiders upper body armor. I think it looks pretty cool. I'm not buying too many of them, however, because I don't want to put too many credits into it, because I'm not quite sure how these silver armor sets are really going to do. I know I'm going to be making a profit off of them, but maybe I can only sell them for 100,000 credits or something in the future. So I'm not going too crazy on them. As you guys can see, I'm not really going to go above 30,000 credits either. Since so many people are buying these packs, they're probably going to drop even further, so I wouldn't suggest going above 30,000 credits for the headgear. Keep in mind the supplementary body armor as the headgear. Now, as you guys can see here, this gold mount has dropped pretty low. Once again, I haven't been too crazy on these gold mounts that aren't popular. You know, so this is not an accolade. This is just some unknown thing that nobody really knows what it really is. So it's not going to be that popular or in demand. So I picked that up if it's under maybe 200,000 credits or something. But the other one is the Begeron Enforcer. This one is a good one, and I'm going to be picking this up if it goes a little bit lower. I would pick this 1.9 million credit one up, but I do think it's going to drop even lower than 2 million. So I'm going to wait. If that drops maybe 1.5 million-ish, I'll be picking a few of those up at that price. So that's something you guys can maybe look out for. The other one thing to look at are, let's see. So the companion is the Annihilator. These always sell super expensive right off the bat, but definitely wait. I'll be picking these up if they drop lower than 2 million. For these droid ones, I wait till they drop lower to 1.5 million, but the other ones, like the other beast ones, like the Jinx and stuff like that, I'll pick those up at 2 million. As you guys can see here, the Merciless Raiders Sword has dropped super low, and I'm really happy. This is exactly what I wanted, and I'll buy up as many of these as I possibly can. I love this Sword. I think I'm going to be able to sell it for hundreds of thousands of credits in the future, and this is such a great deal, so you should definitely be looking at these. I'm making this video, doing the narration a little bit later. I have already found tons of these deals. Right now I bought like 10 or something, but I already have like 100 in my cargo bay. These are such great deals, and I'll pick them all up. I love them. The Sword I personally think looks so cool, and I think it's going to be pretty popular among people. Even though people don't like the laser sight and stuff, it's still a super cool looking sword. So that's something I'm picking up. Alright, let's go into some of the other items that are in the... these are some items in the Plunderers pack. A quick note on the Plunderers pack, not many people bought this pack, and that's actually good. So if you can find good deals on these, you should definitely pick them up, because they're probably going to go for super expensive in the future. Personally, I'm buying the Fallen Defender's upper body armor. I don't have many of these, so that's why I'm picking a few up. But normally I'd pick them up if they're under 20,000 credits. So the Fallen Defender upper body armor and the Zakulan Preserver upper body armor, I picked those up under 20,000 credits. Alright, so then as you guys can see here, the next one is the Commander Vizsla. These are way too expensive. I'm not sure how low they're going to drop, but I'm definitely going to wait it out. This Revenge pack is going to be up for a very long time, so I'm going to wait it out and see how low these are going to drop for. Same thing I'm doing with the Wicked Huntress. I'm just, kind of scouting it out. It's never good to buy these gold items right off the bat. This is only a few days after the pack has been released, so it's better to wait out and see how low they're going to drop. But I just want to let you guys know that for some of the other deals, like the Vibra Sword, the Chem Lizard, and a few of the silver armor sets, they've already dropped super low. So those are some deals you might want to look into getting, because you don't want to miss out on the good ones. And so looking collections, I think I've looked at everything. Anything that's really going to be worth buying, obviously leave the pets and the crystals alone. Those are super useless. And then obviously the Defiant Vented Lightsaber, you're probably not going to find any good deals on these. As expected, the Dual Sabers dropped really low, but the Defiant Vented Lightsaber is holding steady at around 60 million credits. It's kind of interesting. As you guys can see here, there's already like 2.5 pages of these Defiant Vented Lightsabers, which means a ton of people bought these packs. Like, this pack must have sold super well. And as you guys can see, as you can see, there's actually an Arbiter's a decoration, an Arbiter lightsaber. So it's pretty cool. I didn't know that was in the pack, but it is. And as you guys can see here, that's selling pretty high as well. But no, just a quick comparison to the actual Arbiter's lightsaber. The dual saber is actually a lot more in demand. The unstable dual saber is a lot more in demand, but and the unstable Arbiter's lightsaber has dropped. So always keep a look on these classic Vibra swords. I think since the Anarchist packs have now been taken off the cartel market, these Vibra swords are probably not going to go super cheap again. But it's always nice to keep a look on these older items like the Swamp Rancor, because keep in mind that a lot of people bought those Anarchist packs because they went on sale. So it's good to kind of keep a lookout on the items that came out of the pack. Make sure you can pick up any of the last deals, because now the pack is gone. So now the waiting starts. Wait a few months, and those items from the pack are going to sell super high, and that's what I'm waiting for. Excuse me. So that's what I'm waiting for. And so let me move on to the next few items. Alright, so now we're on this next few items. These are not going to be items from the Revenge pack. These are going to be items that are just from the other packs that I've been finding super good deals on. So the first one is the Artful Trickster. So as I said, you guys should be looking into the good deals from the items from the Plunderers pack. And this Artful Trickster's blaster for, closer to 15,000, 20,000 credits is a great deal. And the reason I say look out for the Plunderers pack, and as you can see, I'm even picking up the Zakulan Preserver's upper body armor. Once again, under 20,000 credits is a good price. As you guys can see, I picked them up for 11,000 credits, 11,400 credits, 10,000, 9,000 credits. They're really good deals if you can pick them up. Actually, I picked up the upper body armor for 35,000. But the reason I'm willing to pay that much is because not a lot of people bought the Plunderers pack. It was not a very popular pack at all. So what that means, though, is the items that are coming out of it are going to be a lot more rare and a lot more in demand in the future. So it's really good to be looking into those deals. You might be thinking, well, it wasn't bought a lot, so it's not popular. But definitely, the items that are going to be coming out of it are going to sell super high. So I'm keeping an eye on the stuff. So one other thing to keep in mind is the silver mounts are not selling really low, so unfortunately you probably won't find good deals on those. The only silver mount selling for low is the Scorched Chem Lizard. Alright, so as you can see, I'm picking up the Knave Quick-Handed Blaster just because it's a blaster from the Plunderers pack. Yeah, I'm looking at the gold mount, the analog load lifter. It wasn't really popular, so I'm probably going to leave it alone. And then, okay, keep an eye on these beasts. These beast companions, they're super good. I'm probably going to be picking up the Jinx handler license if it drops below 2 mil. I don't have any of these yet, but I'm going to be looking at those. The Slug handler license, if it is under 2 million. Any of these beast companions, I picked them up for under 2 million. Any of these droid companions, I picked them up closer to 1 million, 1.5 million. I already have a ton of the personal warbots, so that's why I'm not buying those. But for the other ones, I'm definitely going to pick them up if they reach around 1.5 million. So once again, going back to collections and looking at some of the items that I haven't yet checked out, I'm gonna look at. So that's a really good thing you should do. That if you don't have all the items in your head, just go in the collections tab, look and then see if there's some items that you haven't yet checked out on the GTN. So these are some of the gold items that are from the Plunderers pack, and as you guys can see here, the supplementary body armor has dropped considerably, but still not cheap enough for me to really buy it. But I think a future clip in this video is going to show me actually at a later point in time buying a bunch of those up, because they did end up dropping. And the same thing with the Triumphant Predators gold armor pieces. Keep in mind, gold armor pieces are a great investment if you can find good deals. So if you find like a gold armor thing for under 50,000 credits, definitely pick it up. As you guys can see here, the silver mounts aren't really dropping low. Definitely a silver mount is worth it if you buy it for under 50,000 credits. Alright, so once again, looking at the Anarchist pack, I'll just speed these up because I've already made a few videos on the Anarchist stuff. And yeah, as you guys can see, I'm buying a bunch of Exiled Knights upper body armor. This is a pretty good deal. Now I'm kind of going a little crazy buying all of the items from the Anarchist packs, because I'm willing to buy the items in the Anarchist pack because the Anarchist pack is off the cartel market. So the more I can take these items off the GTN, then I can start putting them back in later once they're, I'm just helping them become more rare. So that's always good, If you have the credits, just I'm going to do the same thing with the Dark Scotia armor. the more I buy, the more rare they become. So then I can put them back up for a few 100,000 credits ish, and try to make a huge profit off of it. And finally, I'm going to look at some of the items from the Disavowed pack. So Havoc Squad Officer, Havoc Squad Specialist. These are some of the items from the Disavowed pack that I'm just going to look at. As you guys can see, I'm going to find some good deals on the Havoc Squad's upper body armor and the supplementary body armor. Keep in mind that that these items that I'm buying, I'm never really losing credits. Because as you guys can see here, I'm getting great deals, and almost 100% guaranteed I'll be able to sell them back. Like, worst case scenario, I'll sell them back for the price I bought them at. So that's why I'm willing to kind of put all my credits into this. For me, it's there's no point in just sitting there with 200 million credits. I'd rather put those credits into items and then hope that some of them will go up in value. And if they don't, worst comes to worst, I'll just sell them and buy them back, and a little bit of hassle. But that hassle is for the chance that you'll be able to grab hold of an item that becomes more rare, and then you sell it in the future. And the more in bulk I buy, the more I'll be able to make a profit. So that's kind of my strategy here, and it has worked out for me a ton in the past. I'm going to find some good deals on the Hoth Ranger stuff as well. As you guys see here, just looking at the upper body armor, I'm going to pick up a few that are around 20,000 credits. And finally, as I said, I'm going to end it with a clip from, as you guys can see here, the Shadow Corsair supplementary body armor. If you guys noticed a little earlier in the video, it was selling for around 60,000 credits. Now it's dropped, to 25, 30,000 credits. And as I said, if it's a gold armor piece, if it's a headset, a headpiece, or a upper body armor, I'm willing to pick it up for under 50,000 credits. And that's exactly what I did. And actually, I'd bought a bunch on another tune, and then I just decided to leave the rest and then buy them on this tune and make a video about it, just to let you guys know. So I just repeat it again. Like, if it's a gold upper body armor or a gold headpiece, it's definitely worth it under 50,000 credits. Gold means it's rare, and worse, if it's not selling well now, chances are it probably will sell well in the future. There's probably gonna be one person that's gonna want it, and since it's gold rarity, chances are you're gonna be one of the very few people that have it. So yeah, those are definitely some of the items you should be looking out for. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope it helped. I love doing these videos where I just let you guys know about the deals I'm investing in, because then it kind of gives you guys a starting off point to go off on your own servers and find some really low priced items and good deals on the GTN, things that you can buy low now and sell high later. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. See you on the next one.